Ghost of Yotei is almost upon us, and the game has been mired in controversy from the very beginning of its reveal, which was almost exactly 1 year ago at this point. I caught a lot of heat for calling out Yotei then from the usual internet freaks, yet a year later it seems that my claims of disdain have aged like the finest of wines. But what really erupted was when a developer, now former developer, decided to celebrate the death of Charlie Kirk recently. That developer, as seen here, is named Drew Harrison, who was a senior staff character texture and look dev at Sucker Punch Studios. Drew was fired from Sucker Punch after public outcry when it was discovered that she was celebrating the death of Charlie. Here's that tweet from Blue Sky that started this all, which reads, "I hope the shooter's name is Mario so that Luigi knows his bro has his back." Then this led to Drew tweeting things like this in response: "Maybe instead of emailing people's employers, y'all should be emailing your reps and demand gun control immediately." And then following all of that, Drew Harrison was officially fired by Sucker Punch, which has since been confirmed by Kotaku themselves via speaking to a PlayStation representative. This now brings us to today, and things have not gotten better at all. However, this new boycott stems from that article by Kotaku as well. The very same that confirmed that Drew was officially fired, it's this one here that's titled "Ghost of Yotei Dev Fired for Charlie Kirk Joke After Right-Wing Pressure Campaign." So, they did this article, and a lot of left-wing users over at Blue Sky got really mad about it. So mad, in fact, that they have now called for other liberal users to boycott Ghost of Yotei because Sucker
Thank you
Punch
so
gave into,
much.
as they claim, right-wing backlash. And shout out to Master of the TDS, a friend of the channel. Here's his profile from Twitter here. He was responsible for going to Blue Sky himself and compiling all of this data. So please give him a follow on Twitter and check out his YouTube page as well over there at Gothic Therapy. They do some really good work. So TDS found a ton of people on Blue Sky calling for the heads of Sucker Punch, and it's gotten worse since I first heard of this story. So let's dive into this now, because it's a lot, guys. As this first user would say, "Time to boycott Ghost of Yotei and Sony until they reinstate the artist. Sucker Punch, why are you capitulating to the far right? Your game's star is someone Charlie Kirk would have wanted to end." Oh boy. Well, first of all,
Thank you
Charlie Kirk
so
never said that
much.
he wanted gay people or anyone else really to die. He did say that he disagreed with their lifestyle, but was open to welcoming them either way, so not really true. But this was just the tip of the iceberg, fellas. Let's keep going. Another one would also read, "Absolutely disgusting behavior to crumple to a harassment campaign so easily and fully. Management at Sucker Punch should be ashamed. Should the employee have been disciplined? Maybe, but firing them over so small of a joke that isn't even at Kirk's expense, well, that's also not true, is it?" See, the thing is, it wasn't a joke. It was a celebration of political violence. You can't sit there and try to swindle the two and make it seem like what you want it to be when it isn't. The dev celebrated violence, yet now it's conveniently a joke to mask their true intentions. Yeah, we're not biting that, but here's another one. "Boycott Ghost of Yotei, F Sucker Punch, F their CEOs and upper echelon for capitulating to effing fascists." Like I said, these people want Sucker Punch to burn because they got rid of a developer who tried to sabotage their game's launch due to their own political opinions. And now users like this want Sucker Punch, which is likely full of developers like Drew, to all be out of work, and that the studio needs to shut down because they are not more openly political. You see how crazy this is? And now they're also attacking Sony PlayStation as well? Right, well, here's another one. I'm going to be crystal clear here. This is cowardly. Handing power to fire to the internet at large, you are abetting the kinds of actions that have hurt so many of my fellow developers. Have a process and follow it, but don't take cues from people looking for a head. So that's a developer saying that. But here's the thing though, people just don't want politics in their games at all. And I'm talking about both sides. I don't want Make America Great Again armor in like Halo or trans flags in your Ghost of Yotei game. I don't want any of this stuff in anything. I simply just want games to be escapism like they used to be. But the problem is that the escapism is not escapism anymore because the developers that are behind these newer games keep ensuring to remind you of their liberal bubbles every 12 seconds when you play their games. I guarantee you when Yotei does drop and someone inevitably plays it, they're gonna find a side mission or more where you have to save like a trans person in the middle of nowhere in rural Japan of all places from hundreds of years ago because they can't help themselves. And you already know there's gonna be powerful women who are also gay as the day is long, and all the men will be evil and weak too. Just look, it's gonna happen. But don't worry, they won't be weak as long as they're gay or something, because we can't have that, of course. Look, I don't don't even want to play this game anymore, but I'm pretty sure the internet will just do the sleuthing for all of us, and I'll be probably proven right. But you guys want more calls for boycotts? Alright, let's keep going. This one then reads, caving to online pressure from dudes who aren't going to buy and play Ghost of Yote because the protagonist is a woman is pretty stupid. All you're doing is alienating the people who want to play the game. Well, I already called this out when this first got announced, that this had all the telltale pattern recognition signs that it was going to be another activist game. Here, I'll even read what I said in a tweet right after Yote got announced that went viral on Twitter, and then a bunch of people attacked me for it, but I said this a year ago. Ghost of Tsushima sequel stars a Japanese woman samurai warrior, because of course it does. They can't help themselves until every franchise that was built on masculinity is replaced by women. Ghost of Yote is hopefully a smaller spin-off title, but if this is the true sequel and this is the new main character over Jin Sakai, F that. So sick of the forced girl boss narrative, man. Like I said, I got a lot of heat for that. I even got called out in the same Kotaku article that all of these activists are retweeting as well, but I was right in the end. Actually, my post, which a lot of these people hated, ended up being true, which is kind of hilarious actually. It doesn't take a genius, of course, to have one look at Yote's reveal trailer or any of the other ones really, and know that this is going to be more girl boss activist slop. It also doesn't help that Erika Ishii of all people was going to play Atsu in Yote, that's this lady on screen here. They even use her face in game 2, who identifies in all of the, politically correct ways that you would, because that's really all that matters to these people now. I mean, think of it, okay? Joel is dead in The Last of Us, now Ellie's the main character. They even gave Ratchet and Clank multiverse versions named Rivet and Kit, because Insomniac wanted to slowly but surely replace Ratchet with Rivet because she's female. They even humiliated Peter Parker in Spider-Man 2. To make way for Miles Morales for obvious reasons, Aloy's now canonically lesbian in the Horizon series despite being able to romance men in the first game. You also have Intergalactic pushing another female main character. It just keeps going, and every one of those female characters I just mentioned, they either are confirmed to be gay or they probably are, let's be real. So almost all of PlayStation's main core franchises that are developed by Western developers have either pushed for female main characters, and if they do have men, they push for people that aren't really white, and that is a fact going forward. The only exception at this point really is Kratos. Like, Kratos might be the last guy standing over there, but the only reason why he isn't dead is because fans really only care about God of War if it stars Kratos pretty much. So when I saw Yote and Jin was nowhere to be seen, but this Atsu lady was there instead, it was just, pattern recognition working as intended. It was all of these first party studios saying, we're done with men, all we want now are women, and pushing politics, and it's not working. I mean, clearly it isn't. And these sorts of activists are now mad that Yote will probably tank, but with them now calling to boycott, I mean, that won't help their agenda, will it? Probably is in their best interest to actually buy Yote, if anything, so that they can keep having their games with their female protagonists that push this sort of slop more. But I think these types know there's actually not enough of them to actively support these sorts of games, because every other game that is catered to them, from Dragon Age Veilguard to Saints Row Remake and more, they all have one thing in common. They all fail. And by the way, if you enjoy the content, consider liking the video, leaving a comment, and subscribing. It helps a lot. Thank you. But the crippling realization is they need these normal people, the mass majority of consumers like you and me, to buy into these games too, so that they survive. But when they do stuff like this, it puts everything in jeopardy for obvious reasons. And it's not like people don't want to play as female characters. Resident Evil has plenty of female-led games that all sell well. You had Stellar Blade, that did amazing. You had Wu Chong recently, and many more games, all pretty much made in Asian countries, go figure now when I think about it, which is a big reason, but still. I don't think it's that people hate female protagonists. They just hate activists, man. But that's what this Atsu chick in Yote will probably be. She's being played by the same lady, by the way, who voiced the main character in Veilguard, for crying out loud. Like, who are we kidding? Anyway, sorry for that tangent there, but there's more calls for boycotts. Look at this next one, which reads, Ghost of Yote is being published by fascist collaborators. There's that word again, fascist. They really love that word, don't they? Do these people not realize that, like Hitler's party originated in something called socialism? A leftist party concept that nothing that had to do with the right. So what you're calling your enemies that you dislike is that they are far leftist then, which you yourselves are leftist as well. Can anyone make this make sense to me? This whole, if you're right-wing, you're fascist, it just makes absolutely no sense. Go Google what socialism stems from. And then while you're at it, go look up which party Hitler originated his party within into what it became. They won't, because it paints their entire stance in a bad light, but they know that it's true. Anyway, here's another person boycotting Yote, which also reads, how pointless firing a dev out of fear of losing potential sales from a bunch of smooth-brained losers that were never going to play your game anyway because a woman is a lead character. Also F. Kirk and everything that he said. Very nice. Actually, a lot of those losers users, as you call them, that don't want to play Yote have played many games with women in lead roles before. The only difference is the games they play didn't star insufferable weirdos like Yote will, so, not really the comparison that you're looking for. But here's another user replying saying, you probably have heard about this. A dev at Sucker Punch Studio working on Ghost of Yote has been fired for her comments on the death of Charlie Kirk, which is not even mocking, just a perfect shot like the one of dark humor. So this Alice here is celebrating Charlie being shot and then uses that to celebrate Drew Harrison's joke, which proves the point that these types, they just want more political violence. Thanks for proving everyone right, Alice, but here's another one which also reads, anyone else thinking about boycotting Ghost of Yote after they needlessly fired a staff member because of a literally harmless comment about a dead man on social media? If you don't stand up for something, you don't stand for anything. A literal harmless comment, Mike. Sure, if someone left-leaning, got assassinated, and then someone made a joke in a similar fashion about their death, you would all dox that person and want their head on a stick, and don't lie, you know that you would. You're just mad that one of yours got flayed alive is all. Why even bother hiding this? There's no point really. The flimsy arguments that these types try to bring up just keeps proving exactly what I've been saying is right. These people have no moral compass to stand on, so they're resorting to being roaches in the dark. And this next one is rich, but here's what they said. I've removed all Sony titles
no
from
one
my wish
actually
list and will
believes
not
these
be
people
purchasing
anymore. The
anything
only
forward.
people who
The
believes,
firing of Drew Harrison
people who
literally
believe
shows
these
your
people
management is supporting domestic terrorism
are
and fascism.
like them.
No, actually, it's the other way around. Showing
And if
support
you
for Drew
are,
Harrison or Yote
if you
is
are,
actually
if you
more
believe
instead
these people,
proving that you
then
support domestic terrorism and
you
fascism
yourself is
actually. Because it
insane.
wasn't the players who celebrated the death of Charlie. It was Drew Harrison, the person who got fired and kind of inadvertently started this boycott in the first place. You do know that, right? And again, with the word fascism, read a history book, people. Good Lord, man. I'm just amazed by how many of them think this way when it's so easy to prove them wrong. They really do live
Again,
in like a
because they were
bizarro universe.
programmed.
And you thought I was done with examples? Nope, here's another one. Letting Drew go was a dick move. The ghost of Yote can haunt someone else's console, hope it fails. Yes, boycott the game
It's
made by
actually,
people
these
who agree
people,
with you is
wokeness
definitely
is
going
worse
to
than
allow more
religion,
games made by
because
people who agree with you.
woke
Richard, Gigabrain
people
IQ move there.
are
Here's
like
another one. Folks whining
NPCs.
and
They're
whinging
like,
about Ghost of Yote because
they're
of
like
one now
robots
former dev
with
making a funny or pathetic
predetermined
losers. The only losers
programming.
here are going to be Sucker Punch for allowing their development
Because
studio
even
to
if
be
you
taken
explain to
down in
them
a similar fashion to what happened
what
last
the
year with
truth
a little
is,
game called
they
Dragon
don't
Age
understand
Veilguard.
it.
Maybe you heard of it. Should have
Because
probably not hired
they
a bunch of
weren't
cultists, but
programmed
what's done is done.
to do
It's
any
infamous was
thinking,
cool, at least, but here's another one.
which
I'm
is
sure the
kinda
four
sad.
Maka losers who weren't gonna buy Ghost of Yote anyway because they're sexist will appreciate a dev getting fired over a Yahtzee scumbag being quite literally proven wrong. Pissing off potential buyers instead is a pro PR move. So this Fran J. Ruiz celebrates political violence too. Very, very cool. And calling everyone that you hate a Yahtzee when again, these people refuse to admit where that term and party originated from, which was their side, is still never not going to be funny to me. Here's another one. Good luck on the job hunt. I will be skipping Ghost of Yote since Sucker Punch bends the knee to fascism and neo-Yahtzee oligarch mouthpieces like Charlie Kirk. Yes, Charlie, the man who said
It's
that he
really
would welcome
funny, right?
anyone into the conservative movement
Those
and admitted
actually
that no one,
closer
not even
to
himself, was perfect. He was honestly probably the most welcoming
Nazis
person on the right.
are
Now you
calling
ended him and
those
it's
who are
not going well for
far
you guys
from
at all, is it?
Nazis,
These people are stupid.
Nazis.
It's like watching
Insane.
someone cut holes in their boat when they're out at sea because the person who made the boat doesn't believe in political violence like they do. And here's someone with some common sense for once responding to the boycott of Ghost of Yote, which reads, "Oh no, conservatives are boycotting the game. Hey, let's also boycott the game. That'll show them. Exactly. You're doing nothing by doing this, you morons. All you're going to do is sabotage a studio that pretty much agrees with your nonsense. But then again, these types don't really support anything anyway, so their words mean nothing." Here's some more common sense, as this user says, this is why Sucker Punch hasn't made a statement yet. They know their target audience is full of leftists who would get angry at them for doing the right thing. What they don't realize is that the real gaming audience that buys games is not that. Wow, louder for the people in the back.
They know
Ding,
it.
ding, ding. We
They
have
know
a
who
winner,
are
ladies and gentlemen.
actually
Finally, someone with
buying
common
games.
sense has entered the building. Exactly what they said. The real gaming
They-
audience is non-political. They don't want
just
any of the
don't
stuff in
want
this
to
game. They're
admit it.
games, but these devs, they are the ones that made it political. Therefore, you have left the actual paying customers with no choice but to not buy your game. Like, you played yourselves. You should have just made a sequel with Jin Sakai instead, like I've been saying for over a year now. But good lord, here's more common sense as it reads, one employee managed managed to destroy an entire game. Let's be honest, this game wasn't going to do as well as the first one, but still, now everyone on both sides hates this game. Lesson is, be careful who you hire. Diversity hires are more of a liability than an asset. Case in point. Wow, more common sense. Who left the common sense juice out on the table this morning? Because it seems like more people have been drinking it lately. And by hiring people like this, you tank studios and you ruin your games, okay? Dustborn, Veilguard, Saints Row Remake, Rocksteady over there making, moronic games. It keeps going, man. You all had great franchises before you hired these people, and you, as in these game leads and directors and producers, allowed these types to rot out and ruin your studios because you were all too afraid of being name-called by the same activists who would want your heads on pikes if you didn't bend to their every will. You have to realize that you played yourselves, and out of the free, you gave them your home, and then it still wasn't enough. See, this is a lesson. There's something to be learned here, which is that no matter what you do, no matter how much you bend over and give these types what they want, it will never be enough. I can't stress that. It will never, ever be enough for them. You could give them the clothes on your back, and they will be offended that you didn't offer them your skin and organs alongside with it. You can give them all the opportunities too, the houses, the scholarships, all of it. They will tear off the oak doors of your universities, and they will burn them on the ground to keep themselves warm while ignoring that the building itself already has a heating system because they don't care. They are frankly uninterested in living amongst those they disagree with, and they see anyone who doesn't believe everything as they do 100% of the time as monsters that have to be erased. So I ask again, tell me, who are the fascists here? The literal death cults out here that are calling for the heads of people that they hate? Or the ordinary people and the gamers who just want their escapism, that don't want any of this stuff? Yet if you took what these people said at face value, you would think that every player is suddenly Hitler, that these types will try to say by firing Drew Harrison a sucker punch that they're catering to fascists. Not realize that by allowing your studios to be overrun with these people who celebrate political violence and divide on purpose, that they have already been taken over by actual living fascists and they don't even realize it. We just wanted to play video games. I didn't want to fight over any of this stuff. Like, I had to start YouTube because it was clear that the industry was careening towards utter oblivion before long. It needed a course correction, and clearly most of the Yes Men influencers that were in the space before me weren't really going to say anything at the time. You really think Yes Men like Actman or Mighty Queef was going to defend you guys from the onslaught of weirdos out there? Of course not. They didn't defend your games back then. Why would they if they could do that now? No, the majority of these types just accepted the wave of nonsense, all because they didn't want to step on any toes. They didn't want to challenge the ideas around them, so now you got people like me and more that are here because this cancer has got to be removed one way or another. But I hope this story of what's happening with Yote proves one thing very clearly to everyone that is watching this, which is to never pander or give in to activists like this. Because no matter how much you try to identify with them, you will never be accepted or seen as equal to any one of them ever. They are each their own empire of stupid. And all it will take is anyone stepping out of line for even a second further than throwing each other to the wolves. Look at what I presented you here today. Does this at all sound like people who have a clear set of morals that they go by? Or do they instead just sound like a cult that is side-eyeing each other, making sure that no one else steps out of line? Yet the players are the fascists?
Maybe they know
this also
that
shows
these
you that you
people
can
are
make
fake.
a whole game starring a woman who agrees with these sorts of people.
They just
you can even
find
fill the ranks
they
with
just
people
find
who
them
all agree
funny.
politically,
You know,
all making a
their
single experience
fakeness.
meant for people like them. And then when one
They
person
find
gets
their
it, one person
fakeness
steps out of
funny
line, they
and
all lose their
entertaining.
hive-mind
Maybe that
mentality,
is the
and now
reason.
suddenly this game, which took
Because
millions
honestly,
of
I
dollars
don't
and years
get it.
to
I
make,
don't
is
understand
suddenly
why
not even enough for
there
them.
are a
And at
lot of
what
content
point do these
creators
types
out there
realize that you
that
can
are
never
popular,
appease these
even
sorts of people
though
ever? Because you can't.
they
It's
are
impossible.
clearly
You'll
fake.
never be left-leaning
And
enough. You'll
even
never be
some are
progressive enough or
outright evil.
activist-minded. You can give these people the entire earth, and they'll still cancel you because you forgot to give them the sun and the stars too. So if you're a game dev or a producer or executive that is watching this, I want you to know that this is who you're catering to when you make slop like this, by the way. People who will throw you away the moment that you step out of line like this. And that the other side, the normal people, they just want good games that give them escapism, that doesn't force slop down their throats. I don't mean right-wing people, people in the center, everywhere, just normal people. And you know that it's doable. You know it is because you've made games like that in the past. You did do that. So now we're at a point where you either make stuff for everyone and stop trying to divide people, or you keep doing what's happened here. And I also found it very funny that Yote's newest trailer was also shared on everywhere except Twitter, which was noticed, by the way. They clearly didn't share that trailer on Twitter because they knew that it would be ratioed into high heaven, but what's extra ridiculous is that friend of the channel Yellow Flash tweeted, as seen here, that his comment reading "Rest in peace Charlie Kirk" on Yote's newest trailer has been hidden or deleted by PlayStation on the trailer's comment section. Go look yourselves. As of now anyway, it is not there. I doubt that it'll ever come back. It's sad to see that Sony PlayStation is doing this like on their, channels and stuff, but hopefully it's a lesson for everyone, okay?
Again, guys,
which is simply that none of this is going to work for them in the long run, and it's plain to see that. And Ghost of Yote does come out soon, so I guess I should ask, with everything happening on and such, are you going to play it or not? Or are you sick of this stuff? Do you want games to return back to normal, or is this a good direction going forward? Let me know in the comments. As always, thank you for watching, subscribe to keep up to date, and I'll see you next time.
Okay, so I guess we're back. Welcome back to the channel. And welcome back to Skyrim. I know, Bethesda Game Studios, put out a tweet like mocking the death of somebody. Yeah, they did, but again, the Bethesda Game Studios that made Skyrim 13 years ago is very different from today's Bethesda Game Studios. Back then, they had some semblance of common sense. Now they're just, I don't know. I guess they don't like making money anymore. That's how prosperous the West, I guess you can say, because yeah, they don't like money. They don't like their businesses. They're like running even charities. Even charities like money. But for some weird reason, there are businesses, companies, corporations in the West that seems to not like money. They don't like making money anymore. Okay, so we're back here. Where am I? Yeah. So last time I completed the Book of Love here in Riften, and also did the skooma trade, the illegal skooma trade. Busted the illegal skooma trade also in Riften. And I see there's a bunch of other miscellaneous quests, like this one. It seems that I haven't completed this one. Oh, okay. So I'm just going to check if chat is working. Hold on. Oh, look at that, look at that. It looks like Yeah, I entered test in chat and it appeared in Bumble, Twitch, and YouTube. Okay. It did not appear, but at least it's appearing in the 3 other platforms. Okay.
Oh my gosh! Did you hear that? Oh god!
Maybe I should put it on the other side. Yeah, because Okay, I'm going to put it on the other side. I'm not sure if I can control the scroll. Let's see here.
Oh my gosh! Did you hear that? Oh,
Thank you so much.
oh my gosh! Did you hear that?
Okay, so I'm sorry about that. I was like just playing with the chat display over there. So even though I added the overlay for chat, I still won't notice it because I'm playing the game. At least I know it's working because I just saw Weisbot. Okay, so I need to talk to Shadir.
Any luck with Sapphire? By the 8! You actually talked her into it? I don't know what to say. I didn't think anyone in Riften even cared what happened to me. Look, I was saving this, but I wanted you to have it. I thought I might need it if Sapphire came for me, but I don't need it anymore. Have yourself a great...
Okay, so completed that one. Next. Locate pickup. Okay, let's do this one. It's a simple quest, just picking up a sword. There is nothing wrong. There's nothing difficult in picking up a sword.
Is there something I can do for you?
My food is the best in all of Skyrim. Always as fresh as the day it was collected.
Come to see Balaman perform miracles with steel. Lazy good for nothing, isn't he? Sent you down here when I'm a stone's throw from the keep. Here's the sword. Tell Harald to...
Exactly. Baliman knows something. He knows something. So, he just made a commentary on how NPCs do their jobs. They're asking players to do this and do that, or talk to someone when that someone was just standing right next to them. Exactly. Balaman knows what's up.
If you need any more smithing work, come see me again.
Sometimes I think Rarik Oskar did more bad than good.
Vampire
Once a
hunters or
bandit,
something in
always
the
a
old
bandit,
fort
I
near
say.
Riften. Might consider joining up myself.
Oh, come to gloat, have we? To poke fun at the Jarl's
Out of my
youngest
way.
son?
The son of the Jarl has no... Took your sweet time getting it to me. Here you go, for your trouble. It was my...
Okay, so what's next? Look, find someone who can identify the unusual gem. Let's go talk to Branchet.
Pleasure, friend.
I can feel you laughing behind my back.
Heard about you and your honeyed words.
Okay, let's go find Alan J. Before that, let me check Jade. Hey Jade, did you sell anything?
Yes? Mara teaches us to love and share.
Whoa, look at that, look at that. Jade sold 10,000 septims worth of items.
Mara, protect us.
And running out of items to sell.
Sorry about the mess. Keeping this place clean is quite a chore. The bunkhouse isn't an inn. I'd recommend the Bee and Barb. Work? I suppose you can call it that. I call it slavery. I work my fingers to the bone keeping this disgusting place clean. Ever since my parents died and Helga took me in, it's been a nightmare. How was I to know she was such a wretched woman?
Want a drink?
So now I'm stuck living here, while those pigs she calls customers grope me and say the most awful things. Thanks a lot. It's not just the work, it's everything about her. She's disgusting. I think she takes her worship of Dibella a bit too seriously. Do you know she's slept with 3 different men in the last month alone? What kind of woman would do such a thing? Just for once, I'd like to see her squirm, to rub her nose in it. Actually, there is, but I don't think I could get away with doing it. She'd kill me if she found out. You see, I happen to know, after she makes love, she gives her partner a token of her affection, called a Mark of Dibella. If you confront her with 3 of the marks, she'd be so embarrassed. Well, I don't know what she'd do. Oh, this is going to be great! You need to get the marks of Dibella from Boli, Hofgrir, and Indaren. Not sure how you're going to do that, but try your best. Then just confront Helga with them, and the rest works itself out. Try.
Okay, so I guess we have a new quest. It's this. Oh, I'm going to finish this one first.
Get those marks without violence, please. I don't want to be responsible for their deaths.
If you're ever in the market,
or yours.
I deal in... Maybe you can help me.
What can I do for you?
Okay, so he wants me to find a lost book. And the lost book is in Riften. Okay.
Yes? Good to see you. How can I assist?
Well, actually, you can't. You can't really do anything.
If you're looking for a handout, you want to speak with my husband.
And I'm not looking for a handout. Handout, baby, handout. Nope, no handouts.
How can I assist? Need something?
You should try the fish here.
From those
Nothing
men?
like a good
Yes,
book
there
and a
are.
good meal to warm the heart.
Thank you. Here, this is for you.
The
Sorry
meat here
about
is
the mess.
cold and dry,
Keeping this place
just
clean
like
is quite a
Helga.
chore.
Yes?
The meat here is cold and dry, just like Helga.
The
If you're
bunkhouse
ever in the
isn't
market,
an inn.
I deal in...
I'd
Okay, let's do this one.
Should
meant
be
for
good
being
for
Barb.
Morrowind in one of the stands.
Okay, let's take a look at the map.
Can't you bother me at my armor stand in the market? Or are you that desperate for training?
Come see me in the market if you're looking for the finest custom jewelry.
Okay, someone is in the bee and the barb. The bee and the barb and the barb and the barb.
Fortunately for you, that skill can be bought.
Come on in. Let me know if you need
This
anything.
one's a favorite of
Or take a
mine.
seat by the
Yeah,
fire.
what do
and
you
I'll send
want?
someone
We all
over.
know in
If this is about the meadery, we can talk later. You're crazy. How dare you make such an accusation? If word gets around that I betted her, drink, they'll lose all respect for me at the meadery. Take the mark if you want it. It's not worth all this hassle anyway.
Thanks a lot.
Well,
Okay, so I got one.
Why hire a... The only thing better than a powerful mage fighting at your side is... well, nothing really.
Okay, let's find the next one.
Disrespect the law, and you disrespect me.
Yes?
God, it's another fight.
Stop that.
Need something?
I've never seen Miol this upset about anything. The city really gets to her.
Yes?
Hey, Jade, get back here. Get back here and sit down. Good job.
Okay.
Miol told me that it isn't this bad everywhere. Maybe one day I'll venture out and see
Be
if she's right.
careful. You could say the Ratway is the city under the city. Dark, dangerous, and no place for decent folk.
How can I assist?
New in town, eh? Here, I have no idea what you're talking about. I'd never sleep with anyone besides my wife.
I could have put it back where it came from.
Look, it was one night, okay? I think she slipped something in my drink. I haven't even been back to the bunkhouse since. Just take this damn thing. I never want to see it again. Remember to give
You must take the lexicon. Free me of my burden. The memories, I cannot stand them. You must take them away, return them to a Wunschensel. You must take the lexicon from me. Please, take it now. I won't be the one to go back there. I won't return to a Wunschensel. You can't make me do it. I could have left it behind. I could have put it back where it came.
Could sure use a war.
You aren't worth my time. Piss off. Huh? I'm through with you. Get out of my way.
Okay, so where is the last guy? What? I need to get out again. My guess it's the guy who owns the stable. Okay, sorry about that. I was doing something else. Hold on.
You have questions?
Is someone there? Is someone there?
Too lazy to walk, eh? Well, you found the right place. Huh? What are you talking about? I don't even know what that is. I don't want a bad reputation in Riften, but Helga's out of control. She wanted to try it in the stables, so I said yes. If you want the mark that badly, then go ahead and take it. Been stuck with the name for years. I've been riding horses since I was a lad. Nothing I liked more. But as I got bigger, so did my mounts. Then one day, I was drunker than I've ever been and mounted a poor colt. Broke his back in two. Haven't ridden since. I'm not afraid of anything out here. Walls are just a weakling's hiding spot. Not me. I'm no weakling. In fact, I bet I got the strongest arms in all of Skyrim. Oh, sounds like I've got a challenger. Tell you what, how about a friendly wager, just between us? I bet you my entire purse of septums I can beat you in a fistfight. You match the bet, and we fight until one of us gives in. Alright, remember, this is a clean fight. No weapons, no tricks. And none of those fancy magic spells either. Here we go. Come on, let's see what you're made of.
Get her! Don't let her get away with this!
Fight back! Who taught you to fight? Keep those hands up!
Get her! Come on, she's not so tough.
I don't believe it. I guess you were right.
Fight back!
Don't let her get away with this.
Not at all. It's good to be put in your place once in a while. I guess I shouldn't boast so much. It gets expensive.
Okay, so I got the mark and also beat the guy in unarmed combat. I guess my character is not totally unarmed because my character is wearing those metallic gloves or gauntlets. Are you up for hire? Travel with me, and I'll pay you.
How can I assist?
If you're looking for a bed, this is the wrong place. What? How? Where did you get these? No, don't tell me. I don't want to know. Look, we need to keep this quiet, between you and me, okay? No one else needs to know about it. If word got out that I'm practicing my Dibellan arts in Riften, they'll run me out of town. Here, take this and don't mention a word of this to anyone, especially Svanna. I don't know why I bother.
How can I assist?
Are you up for hire? Travel with me, and I'll pay you.
Any luck getting the marks from those men? Oh, I know. Isn't it wonderful? I bet she squirmed like a skeever when you pulled them out of your pocket. I think things are going to be a lot different around here from now on. And I have you to thank for it. Here, I want you to have this. It was my father's, but I'm certain you'll put it to good use. Farewell.
Okay, speak to the Jarl of Riften. Oh.
Farewell.
Watch what you're doing.
Are you up for... It's 5:30 a.m. in Skyrim, but it's still dark. Most probably the Jarl is still asleep. Most probably.
This city. Now they're nothing but braggarts and bullies, rotting to death down in their laps.
I'm not sure if I can enter the room of the Jarl. We'll find out.
Yes? Excellent.
Ah, he's still there.
Here's your reward.
He is a hard worker, I guess.
Ah, there you are. Ah, there you are. I was wondering when you'd visit us again. I've been informed by my steward that you've made quite an impression in the Rift. Several of our citizens have expressed their admiration. Much like Miol, you've become champion of our hold, helping people with their difficulties and providing assistance for their needs. As the Jarl of Riften, I feel it's my duty to honor your selfless behavior by honoring you with the title Thane of Riften.
Whoa, 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 look at that.
Before I can present you with the title, there's but a single requirement you must fulfill. A Thane of Riften is expected to maintain permanent residence within the city walls. My steward has such a home available to you for purchase. I think you'll find the accommodations to be most pleasing. When the house is yours, return to me, and I will present you the title. Good journey to you.
Okay, I guess I have to buy a house.
Welcome to Mistvale Keep.
I'd like to purchase a house in the city. Okay, 8K.
Splendid! There's a house available right now. Wonderful. Here is the key to your new home.
Okay, after buying the house, I'm going to redecorate it.
I'll be glad to help you. There are many ways to improve your home, provided you have the coin. And of course, Don't forget to consult your home decorating guide for descriptions of the decorations you can buy. Now, what would you like to purchase?
Okay, purchasing bedroom furnishings.
Very well. I'll make the arrangements. The next time you visit your house, your new furnishings will be... Is there anything else you'd like to purchase?
Kitchen.
Very well. I'll make the arrangement. Is there anything else you'd like to purchase?
Garden.
Very well. I'll make... Is there anything else you'd like to purchase?
Porch.
Very well. I'll make the arrangement. Is there anything else you'd like to purchase?
Children's bedroom.
Very well. I'll make the arrangement. Is there anything else you'd like to purchase?
Alchemy laboratory.
Very well. I'll make the arrangement. Is there anything else you'd like to purchase?
I guess that's it. Yeah, that was the last one.
You're welcome in Riften, as long as you continue to obey our laws.
It's always good to see someone I can count on. You've already taken all the necessary steps in becoming eligible for the title. Therefore, all that remains is to bestow it upon you. I should be the one thanking you. You've solved more problems in the short time you've been here than anyone in my court has their entire careers. You've been a beacon of hope in these dark times for my people, and I will never forget it. Therefore, by my authority as Jarl, I pronounce you Thane of Riften, and award you all the benefits befitting your station. Congratulations.
Okay, so I got the blade of the rift.
With the Stormcloaks at his back, Ulfric's poised to rid Skyrim of the Empire's forces and invalidate our involvement with the White Gold Concordat. Between you and I think his motivations are a bit more self-serving. He uses this holy war as leverage in order to pursue the throne. If he were to be crowned High King, I'm not so certain it would be the golden age his followers expect. Good journey to you.
Okay, I guess I'll have a house call. Where is he? Where's the house call? Usually a house call will meet the player character. Okay, so I'm going to check out the house. Yeah, the house is over here. It's not the best looking house, but it's okay. It's mine. It's not mine, it's my character's house.
An amulet of Mara. You're looking for marriage, then?
Whoa, okay. Iona. So she is the Thane. She is the house call.
I wish I could be there with you. Stay... Huh? I am your sword and your shield. I wish I could be out there with you.
Iona looks nice. The weird thing is, this is the bedroom, and it has a door. It has the main door leads to the bedroom. Insane. And this is the kitchen. So here is the basement, and I believe the children's bedroom is also here. Yup, this is the children's bedroom, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, wait, this is the children's bedroom. Okay. I'm not sure if there is an actual basement here. Let's see.
Good to see you.
Also, the voices in this game is recycled mostly.
Vegetables as crisp as a winter's morning.
Beautiful baubles.
Genuine
and
Falmer
gleaming
blood elixir for
gemstones
sale.
over here.
Live for thousands. Years. See into other people's thoughts.
I have them all.
Fresh meats and produce. Get them before they're gone.
Have questions?
Come to see Balliman perform
All right,
miracles
then.
with steel, eh?
Oh, I don't get it.
Purchase a bottle of my genuine farmer blood elixir. Only.
I have a loot. Hmm.
20 septums each.
Highest quality in Skyrim.
Maybe I can only craft one loot.
I'll take my leave then.
Buying and selling fine jewelry here.
Never done an honest day's work in your life for all that coin you're carrying. Hey, lass.
Yes? Let's trade.
Looking to stay alive? Why take a chance?
Okay, so she hasn't sold much.
I've got your back, so better hope they come from the other direction.
Okay, so I do have a lot of weapons here.
What about Paragorn and Valandor? What? You don't think they like each other? Or do you think they don't like other males? Let's trade.
The fairest prices and the
Let's
highest
trade.
quality in Skyrim.
Ah, I made a mistake.
Mara, protect us.
Learn to labor.
Okay, so just added a whole bunch of weapons to the market stall here in Riften.
You're a stranger here too, huh?
Oh, did you need something?
Okay, so yeah, the timer, the 1 hour timer has gone off. That means it's time to end the stream. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching. That's it for this hour. If you guys enjoyed the stream, please consider following the channel in YouTube, in Twitch, D-Live, Kick, and even in Humble. And looking at the chat overlay here, it seems that it's basically just a voice bot in chat. So guys, thank you for watching and see you in the next one. Bye bye for now.
Ghost of Yotei is almost upon us, and the game has been mired. Ghost of Yotei is almost upon us, and the game has been mired in controversy from the very beginning of its reveal, which was almost exactly 1 year ago at this point. I caught a lot of heat for calling out Yotei then from the usual internet freaks, yet a year later it seems that my claims of disdain have aged like the finest of wines. But what really erupted was when a developer, now former developer, decided to celebrate the death of Charlie Kirk recently. That developer as seen here is named Drew Harrison, Harrison, who was a senior staff character texture and look dev at Sucker Punch Studios. Drew was fired from Sucker Punch after public outcry when it was discovered that she was celebrating the death of Charlie. Here's that tweet from Blue Sky that started this all, which reads, "I hope the shooter's name is Mario so that Luigi knows his bro has his back." Then this led to Drew tweeting things like this in response: "Maybe instead of emailing people's employers, y'all should be emailing your reps and demand gun control immediately." And then following all of that, Drew Harrison was officially fired by Sucker Punch, which has since been confirmed by Kotaku themselves via speaking to a PlayStation representative. This now brings us to today, and things have not gotten better at all. However, this new boycott stems from that article by Kotaku as well. The very same that confirmed that Drew was officially fired. It's this one here that's titled "Ghost of Yote Dev Fired for Charlie Kirk Joke After Right-Wing Pressure Campaign." So they did this article, and a lot of left-wing users over at Blue Sky got really mad about it. So mad, in fact, that they have now called for other liberal users to boycott Ghost of Yote because Sucker Punch gave into, as they claim, right-wing backlash. And shout out to Master of the TDS, a friend of the channel. Here's his profile from Twitter here. He was responsible for going to Blue Sky himself and compiling all of this data. So please give him a follow on Twitter and check out his YouTube page as well over there at Gothic Therapy. They do some really good work. So TDS found a ton of people on Blue Sky calling for the heads of Sucker Punch, and it's gotten worse since I first heard of this story. So let's dive into this now, because it's a lot, guys. As this first user would say, "Time to boycott Ghost of Yote and Sony until they reinstate the artist. Sucker Punch, why are you capitulating to the far right? Your game's star is someone Charlie Kirk would have wanted to end." Oh boy. Well, first of all, Charlie Kirk never said that he wanted gay people or anyone else really to die. He did say that he disagreed with their lifestyle, but was open to welcoming them either way, so not really true. But this was just the tip of the iceberg, fellas. Let's keep going. Another one would also read, "Absolutely disgusting behavior to crumple to a harassment campaign so easily and fully. Management at Sucker Punch should be ashamed. Should the employee have been disciplined? Maybe, but firing them over so small of a joke that isn't even at Kirk's expense, well, that's also not true, is it?" See, the thing is, it wasn't a joke. It was a celebration of political violence. You can't sit there and try to swindle the two and make it seem like what you want it to be when it isn't. The devs celebrated violence, yet now it's conveniently a joke to mask their true intentions. Yeah, we're not biting that, but here's another one. "Boycott Ghost of Yote, F Sucker Punch, F their CEOs and upper echelon for capitulating to